everybody, and welcome back to Mazysgarden. I have a message for you. Alrighty, this is our new moon in Sag reading, and this is for the mutable signs. So if you have a Gemini, I do this all the time. Yeah, Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, or Pisces, anywhere in your chart, this message may resonate for you. If it doesn't resonate, please check the other signs of your chart. If those don't resonate, then the messages may not be for you this time, and that's okay. Reach out if you need a personal reading. This will not have an extended, but if you'd like to come and join on the Patreon, the link is in the description box below. There are going to be 2 new moons in the month of December, so they're calling this the new moon portal, where you can utilize this energy to shift into a new, incorporating something new into your life, starting something new, revitalizing your life in some way. Just be careful because Mercury is in retrograde right now. All right. So, alrighty, this is going to be for my mutable signs. Again, Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces placements. Hope you guys are doing well. If you're not doing well, please reach out. Ooh. All right, so this is just going to be a quick little check-in as we usually do. All right, one more shuffle. All right, Spirit, tell me about the mutable signs for this new moon in Sag energy. Mutable signs for the new moon in Sag. Okay. New moon in Sag, please. Okay. All right. We've got a personal issue reaches resolution. Full moon in Capricorn. Full moon in Capricorn happens in Capricorn season. Or no, I'm sorry. Full moon in Cancer. I was like, Capricorn season, and that's all. So full moon in Cancer, which happens in Capricorn season. If you don't know how the new moons and the full moons work, I have explained it before. I'll break it down real quick, that the new moon happens in the season that it's in, and then the full moon is the sister sign or the opposite sign. Opposite sign. Zodiac wheel. Opposite sign. Okay, so anyway, a personal issue reaches resolution. So from now until Capricorn season, you may see something come to a resolution. You may get an answer to something that has been troubling you, or something that you've been working on finally resolves itself. What do you need to release, waning moon? They want you to take stock, especially since this is the end of the year. We're about to go into a new year, holiday season. What do you need to release? What's not working for you anymore? You need to get, real with yourself, or accept what is and isn't working, so that you can shift that energy and start moving with what is working, and kind of make it easier for yourself. That's what this feels like. It feels like somebody's trying to go against the grain, or they're trying to swim upstream. They're going uphill, and it's been a constant uphill battle, and there's an easier way to do this. Or it's like it's not having to work as hard, like you're working too hard at something, or you're working at something that's just not working, and you need to release it. You need to accept and release. And then it's time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio. That's Taurus season, because the full moon is in the opposite sign, and that's Taurus season. So from now until Taurus season, you also could be seeing, you could also be working on releasing negativity, working on yourself, releasing people, places, and things that are just not working for you anymore. Okay. And whatever, if there was some type of negative impact going on in your life, you're releasing it. You're finding a resolution and being able to move on from whatever this is. Okay, so if you were going through a lot of negative cycles, you're going to see that shift, especially if you recognize the part that you've played in it and how you were contributing to that negative cycle. All right. Bottom of the deck says it's take time to breathe out. So breathe through this process, guys. It's all going to be okay. It's all really going to be okay. There may be something negative going on in your life. It could be anything, a negative habit, a negative thought process, negative people, a negative environment, situation, whatever. It needs to be released. I'm also hearing addictions. You may have either some obsessive or like obsessive either thoughts. Maybe you are addicted to somebody, addicted to drugs, addicted to alcohol, addicted to shopping, addicted to eating, whatever. It's something that you do obsessively. That's how I'm feeling, and it needs to be addressed and released because it's having a negative impact on your life. This may come to head in Capricorn season. So we're in Sagittarius season right now. By the way, happy birthday to my Saggies. That's what I forgot to say in the fixed sign. I was like, I feel like I'm forgetting to say something in the fixed signs, and it was happy birthday to my Saggies. Sorry. So if you are a fixed sign also watching this, sorry about that, guys. Happy birthday, Sagittarius. It is your season, which you are a mutable sign. Yeah. From now until Capricorn season. So Capricorn season starts in the middle of December. Okay. It's the 21st or the 22nd of December, and it goes into the middle of January. So from now until about the middle of January, you may start to, this may come to head, and you may start really working on this. You may realize that this whole past year, you could have got something better done, or you could have gotten further in something, but you were holding on to things that weren't helping you, and there was some negativity that needed to be released. All right. And I think that you're going to be working on that or doing it. All right. Let's see. What else do we need to know for this new moon in Sagittarius? For the new moon in Sagittarius, please. Your planted seeds are ready to harvest. Autumn moon. Plenty, abundance, ripe, release. There's that release again. So things are really going to be coming to head so that you can release them. Things that, maybe you did plant seeds that weren't the best seeds. Okay. And being honest about that and acknowledging that, and then moving forward in a way that it's like, fine tuning how you're doing things. Okay. You may also be reaping some type of reward or recognition for whatever it is that you've planted before. So that's why they always say be very intentional and make sure you know the seeds that you're planting and how you're planting them, because you may not have even known that you planted a negative seed and it has reared its ugly head now. You know what I mean? So just be very careful about what you're doing and how you're doing it. But you're about to get the fruits of your labor here. Everybody was getting that, by the way. All the other signs, the cardinal and the fixed signs, they were also getting. So this is some type of harvest season for everybody. Everybody's going to be seeing the fruits of their labor. So it really depends on what kind of work did you put in? What kind of seed did you plant? Did you tend to your garden? Because if you didn't, then you're not going to yield great results. Okay? And maybe that's what needs to be released, and you start all over again in 2025, and you start fresh from a new perspective and what needs to be done so that you can gain different results. I'm also getting crow moon. Whatever was hidden is coming to light. Curiosity, exploration, discovery. Maybe you didn't realize that something, right? Because what you need to release, it's time to release negativity. Maybe you didn't know. Maybe you didn't realize that you had this such negative lens on, especially if you're always in an environment or you grew up in an environment that always had that. Sometimes we don't realize we're a product of that. Okay. And we need to work on shifting our perspectives, our mindsets that's been so deeply ingrained, just because of the environment we were in, where we were getting, our parents and our, older siblings, the people in our household are our first teachers. We absorb all of that stuff in the first 7 to 8 years of our life. So, really recognizing maybe how things were, realizing that maybe there are things that you're doing that needed to be released and you didn't realize how much of an impact it was holding you back, or an impact it had on you and your or others' lives. Okay. Tell me more. There also may be something that comes up that maybe you just didn't know was happening, and maybe you have a negative reaction to it and you're going to need to release it, okay? That also could be happening. Flowing moon, your dreams are beginning to take shape. Effortless movement allowing. Especially if you're releasing all the negative stuff and you're starting to think, you're starting to realize, okay, this is not working for me. How I'm going about this isn't working. What I'm doing, it's sabotaging me more than it's doing anything else. Okay. And then shifting how you operate, shifting how that looks in your life. And it's starting to help you maneuver into bringing your dreams, goals, and ideas into actuality, into your reality. Okay. There may be a seed that you planted in the past. I'm also getting this that you completely forgot about. And maybe that's what was hidden is coming to light, is that there's a seed that you planted in the past and it may be coming to fruition. And you may have forgotten all about it. And you're just like, I forgot I even did this. Or I forgot that I even tried to manifest that. And something's coming in. In ways that you might not have expected either. The color pink is very significant for you guys, and I'm not sure why, but I was guided to say that. The color pink is very significant. Moonrise, you will rise again stronger and wiser. Resurrection, come back and rise above. That's what I'm saying. The stuff that you need to release is for your betterment so that you can move to that next level that you may have been trying to get to, but because of whatever habits or patterns or self-sabotage or allowance of other people, whatever it is, needed to be released. Sometimes people will procrastinate to the last minute of getting things done, and then you're rushed, and maybe it it isn't your best work because it was rushed, and needing to release procrastination and have much more of a disciplined or structured routine so that you can get some things done and not feel overwhelmed or stressed while doing it, so you can actually enjoy what it is that you're doing instead of feeling like it's an obligation and it's a burden. Is also what I'm getting. Whatever setback that you feel like you've encountered, it's a minor setback for a major comeback. And that's really what I'm getting here. You're going to learn from the experience, and you're going to gain a lot of strength, wisdom, and confidence because of it. Anything else? Anything else? Your manifestations, I got Witch's Moon. Your manifestations are coming in, will come quickly. Intentions, right. Once you kind of release whatever negative stuff is going on, it's going to actually get easier. You're not going to have to work as hard to reach your goals and your dreams. I also have Roaring Moon at the bottom of the deck. The Witch's Moon and Roaring Moon came out in the fixed signs, I believe. So you may have fixed sign energy, and you may want to go watch that reading. But you may learn what was hidden is coming to light, especially with like a discovery. You may learn that you actually have a lot of power or a lot of influence, and you just were not using it appropriately. Okay. And gaining that wisdom, it really changes the game for you. And you're going to be able to really cash in on those fruits of your labor. You know what I mean? Like really reach great results because of it. If you've been trying to manifest and things haven't been going well, you need to release any kind of blockages or negativity first, and then do the manifestation stuff. Especially if you do any kind of rituals or like any type of magic or just sacred ceremonies. You need to get rid of the blockages first, clear the way, and then kind of move forward in your manifestation. You can't manifest if there's a block there. You're just going to keep manifesting the block. Like your manifestations are still going to keep hitting the block no matter what happens. So you got to do like a road opener or a blockbuster or something along those lines, clearing away any kind of blockages, obstacles. I always see it as like in our energetic body, it's like something that's hardened. Our energy is supposed to flow, and there may be something that's kind of hardened a little bit and there's no flow there. So it's like breaking up that so that a flow can happen. All right, tell me more for this new moon Sag for the mutable placements. Tell me more. Yeah, I feel like a lot of the stuff where you've been feeling restricted is a lot of self-imposed prison because you've been holding back out of fear. There may be something that happened in childhood that may have held you back. You may be holding on to a lot of negative memories or negative experiences that's been kind of holding you down. It's a weight that doesn't need to be carried anymore. You may feel like you're blocked, but you can take a step forward. And I think the step forward is releasing whatever this stuff from the past is. Yeah. Because there's something from either childhood or just something from the past. So it doesn't have to be childhood. Could it be a past relationship, a past, friendship, past environment that you were in, work or otherwise, that has made it so that you've kind of restricted yourself or limited yourself. You put yourself in a box or, in a cage in some way. And you've been holding either on too tightly to these experiences or holding on to them for far too long or, keeping them hidden. And maybe that's what needs to come to light. Maybe that's what needs to be released. There may be stuff that happened in your childhood that you don't remember because you blocked it out, right? Sometimes our memories do that, or our brain does that, where it blocks out really bad memories. That may come to the surface and it may trigger you, and it's coming up so that it can be released. Tell me more. I feel like you feel like you're being held back because of your past, but things are about to move in a very different direction because of that. If you've been having any kind of financial issues, and you've been trying to save, you are going to have success with that, or there's going to be someone that comes forward wanting to financially invest in you and your business, or if you have a business, or wanting to help you out financially. Especially in the next couple of weeks, that may be really great for you for the holiday season, especially if you feel like you've been struggling trying to make money or have money for gifts. Someone may help you with that. You won't feel as restricted as you normally do. I feel like whatever's happened in the past, you're going to be able to move on from it. And you're going to find justice for whatever has happened. Maybe something that was kept hidden comes up so that everybody that was involved can receive justice for this. And it may help you move in a very different direction. Anything else? If you were someone that dealt with someone that was very selfish, very, very stingy, kept a lot of stuff to themselves, or kept their emotions or finances to themselves, didn't really share with you, didn't share themselves or their resources with you, and tried to disempower you in some way, that's going to change. You won't feel so held captive by that anymore, and you'll be able to release that and find people and places and environments that want to give back to you as much as you give to them. So it'll be a very reciprocal, balanced moving forward. And here's so I have your manifestation will come in quickly, and I have the Magician here. So there's definitely something about your need to be very intent on what you're manifesting and how you're planting your seeds. What are you planting? How are you planting them? Is there doubt when you're planting these seeds that they're going to come to fruition? Because if you lace that stuff with doubt, then it can't grow to the fullest that it potentially could be. All right, so there may be a little bit of introspection that needs to happen, a little bit of work, a little bit of healing, and in doing so, it's going to help take you to this next level. And you are going to be able to manifest very easily moving forward once you deal with this. I have, on the board, I have some Gemini, Capricorn, Scorpio, definitely Virgo and Gemini heavy, and that's a mutable placement, so you guys are out here. This is by Mercury, mutable placements. I have Taurus and Cancer, but definitely heavy Gemini and Virgo energy out here. So you guys are really in your element here, or at least in your energy. So whatever this is going to be very impactful for your life, especially in the next couple of weeks. This may help you move in a different direction, maybe that you didn't see. Maybe what needs to be released is you thought it was going to happen this way, like whatever you're trying to make happen, right? You thought it was going to be manifested this way, or this was how it was going to like come together. And Spirit's like, no, listen, be open to this because we have a way this way, and it may be much easier for you, less work. And even though it doesn't look like this, it can still happen this way. And this is you releasing that like rigidity of needing it to be just this way. It's like opening up those, it's like having, blinders on, or it's having, I see it like with, I see it as like having those things come up when you're bowling, the bumpers. It's like having bumpers on and then finally taking the bumpers off so that you can see other avenues and other ways of being able to do it. And you're not so restricted as just having it go down this one way. Okay, you guys are mutable placements. You have adaptability. All right, tap into that. It doesn't have to be exactly the way that you see it in your head or manifest it, because Spirit's like, listen, we might not be able to make it happen that way. So be open to work with us so we can make this happen. It just may not come in the way that you thought it was going to. You could be holding on to a specific thing or a specific dream or a specific goal and it looking a certain way, and they want you to kind of be open to it looking just slightly different than what you thought in the past. Okay, that's what I'm getting for you guys. All right, I love you guys so very much. Let me know how this resonates. If it doesn't resonate now, it may resonate in a few weeks. That's that's kind of how this stuff works. And reach out if you need any help. I love you, and I'll see you soon. Bye.